pretty much what's been going on in Washington. What they say is stuff we don't want to hear. Friends, I am John McCay, and I first want to say thank you, because I know some of you out here, some of you have had the pleasure of meeting over the last year. I did run for Congress. I did run against Gene Taylor last year, and almost 70,000 people said, we agree with your platform and your agenda and what you want to do in Washington. And we want to say thank you for that. We're also a campaign that only spent not even $30,000 against Gene Taylor. Gene Taylor went out and spent over $500,000 against us, and he has never spent that much money against anybody in the past. We had him running, folks. Now there's many other folks that have him running too. Some of you are here today. You got on your green shirts. We surround them, the 9/12 groups. They're saying, we've had enough. We're tired of hearing the same rhetoric for the last 20 years. Now, I'm here today to tell you again that we went too far last year to give up. I promised whenever I started this campaign, I said, we're going to go in for the long haul. If it takes 2 times, it takes 2 times, and I believe it's only going to take 2 times, because the time is now. It's time we take our country back. As I stand before you today and I see these signs, I'm all for this one. American, pro-life, conservative, Christian. I'm a minister. So I know what the Bible says, what the Bible teaches. And you've also got to be people of integrity. And one of the things that our campaign is doing to help the state Republican Party, and Ms. Lynn's also got some flyers about this, there's a petition. And this petition is about the voter ID bill that's trying to be passed in the state of Mississippi. As you know, there's a lot of people that go and vote, and some of our elected officials get elected not legally. And that's a problem. You know, there was another group called, it started with an A, ACORN. You ever heard of that group?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not only do we need it on the state level, we also need it on the federal level. We need some type of voter ID bill. We've got those petitions. Ms. Lynn's got those petitions. You need to sign those petitions because it's going to bring integrity to our elections. Our elections shouldn't be called into question. We live in America, for crying out loud, and we've got to worry about our elections being tampered with.
That's right.
That's not right.
That's right.
Something is wrong. Fundamentally wrong. So sign these petitions. They've got to get the signatures. It's got to get on the ballot in 2010. So they've got over a year to work on this, but we're trying to make sure everything is ready to go. They want the signatures by February so that they've got everything in line. So please sign these petitions before you leave today. Also, we're here on the 4th of July, aren't we? Today's the 4th of July, a day in which we celebrate our freedom. Now, it's going to be hard to ask you to stand up, but if you are serving or have served in our armed forces, would you raise your hand so we can recognize you? You might say, well, John, you're already like a politician. You're lying. You had your hand raised. Well, no, I had my hand raised for a reason. And I think one of my fellow members is over there behind the tree. I'm also a military member. I'm in the Mississippi Air National Guard, just made major, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now I'm major in the Air National Guard. I'm a chaplain, and I'm serving with people that are going through very difficult times, some getting ready to be deployed, some that have been deployed, coming back. And we need to say thank you to those men and women who have served us in the past, and there's going to be many more that are going to serve us in the future. And one of the things we must do is to always take care of our men and women in uniform, and not only them, but their families also. Because there's a great sacrifice on the families of our servicemen and women. And luckily, living here on the Gulf Coast, that is something that we are proud of. We're proud of our military. We're proud of what they've done for us. But as some of these hats I've seen, freedom isn't free. And folks, there's been men and women that have given their life for us to stand here today to do just what we're doing. For us to be able to protest, for us to be able to say, this is what we believe in. We should never forget the sacrifices that have been paid through the blood of our men and women from this country for us to do what we're doing today. So never, never forget the price that's been paid.